He was an old man, over 80 years old, a disciple of the Apostle John, a shepherd of the church in Smyrna. And when Roman authorities demanded that he deny Christ, he refused. His name was Polycarp of Smyrna, and his death became one of the most powerful testimonies in early Christian history. Tonight, we tell the story of the man who was burned alive, but would not deny Jesus, who was Polycarp. Polycarp lived in the late 1st and early 2nd century. He was Bishop of Smyrna, modern-day Izmir, Turkey. According to early tradition, he was a disciple of John the Apostle. This connection is powerful. Polycarp represents a direct link between the apostles and the next generation of Christians. He helped preserve apostolic teaching in a time when heresies were spreading. He defended orthodox faith against false doctrines like Gnosticism. He was respected across the Christian world. The political climate. During Polycarp's lifetime, Christians were viewed with suspicion. The Roman Empire demanded loyalty. Citizens were expected to offer incense to Caesar and declare, "Caesar is Lord." Christians refused, not because they were rebellious, but because they believed, Jesus is Lord. This was seen as political defiance. In around 155 to 156 AD, persecution intensified in Smyrna. Christians were arrested and executed in public arenas. Crowds demanded more blood, and soon, they demanded Polycarp. His arrest, when authorities came looking for him, Polycarp did not flee far. He reportedly said, "God's will be done." When soldiers found him, he did something remarkable. He fed them, yes, the very men who came to arrest him. He asked for 1 hour to pray, and he prayed so powerfully that even the soldiers were moved. Then he was taken into the city. Before the proconsul, Polycarp was brought before the Roman proconsul in a packed stadium. The crowd shouted, "This is the teacher of Asia, the father of the Christians." The proconsul urged him, "Swear by the genius of Caesar. Curse Christ, and I will release you." And Polycarp responded with words that echo through history, 86 years I have served him, and he has done me no wrong. How can I blaspheme my king who saved me?" The proconsul threatened him with wild beasts. Polycarp replied, "Bring them." He was threatened with fire. Polycarp said, "You threaten me with fire that burns for a time, but you do not know the fire of the coming judgment." The crowd roared with anger. They demanded execution, the martyrdom. Wood was gathered quickly from shops and baths. They prepared to burn him alive. When they attempted to nail him to the stake, Polycarp said, "Leave me as I am. He who gives me strength to endure the fire will enable me to remain still." They tied him instead. According to early accounts, when the fire was lit, something extraordinary happened. The flames reportedly formed around him in a sail filled with wine, not consuming him immediately. Witnesses described a fragrance like incense. When he did not die from the flames quickly, a soldier pierced him with a spear. Polycarp died confessing Christ. He was around 86 years old. Why his death matters. The account of his death was recorded in a document known as the Martyrdom of Polycarp. It is one of the earliest detailed martyrdom accounts outside the New Testament. His death strengthened believers. It showed faithfulness unto death, courage under persecution, loyalty to Christ above empire. Polycarp's martyrdom became a model for future Christians. The legacy of Polycarp. Polycarp connects 3 generations: the apostles, the early church fathers, and the persecuted church. His disciple Irenaeus later became one of the most important theologians of the 2nd century. Through Polycarp, apostolic teaching was preserved. His life reminds us Christianity did not spread because it was easy. It spread because believers were willing to die rather than deny Christ. Powerful conclusion. Polycarp was not powerful. He was not wealthy. He was not politically influential. He was faithful. At 86 years old, he could have chosen comfort. He could have whispered a few words to save his life. But he refused, because Christ had never failed him. The Roman Empire thought fire would silence him. Instead, his death ignited faith in others. Polycarp's story asks us a question: if tested, would we remain faithful? His life proves faith is stronger than fear, truth is stronger than tyranny, and Christ is worth everything.